What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andy and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have several quite interesting news. First of all, I will show you an update from Daniel Oxer, and potentially I think we have another ally from the Congress side, and this might be a really massive news because in his case, in case of Daniel Oxer, he explains all the details related to our case, not only the pleasant one, but also not the best one. So on top of that, I will show you that. I will show you an example that we have to be professionals, and our actions should not lead to some controversial statements or controversial information. And guys, before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And for now guys, I have three tiers. It is Discord access tier, Safe Haven and Gold tier. And if you want to just be in line with all the latest news and with the most recent actions and potential upcoming actions of the US stock market, it is more than enough to join just Discord access. If you want me to cover your personal position and if you want me to create a plan for you to invest in stock market, Safe Haven is for you. The only difference in between these two tiers is that on Safe Haven tier you will have a monthly 30-minute Zoom call session with me. And the Gold tier is for people who want to take the most from my experience and from my knowledge. And in this tier you will have a 30 minutes weekly Zoom call with me where I will teach you how to beat the market. On top of that guys, for the members of this tier I will give my personal signals where to enter and where to leave the position. I will do it when market conditions are more predictable for swing positions. So, and let me give you a sneak peek on the Discord group. You can see that I publish a lot of updates on the market, and as you can see, I even make predictions of its upcoming movements. And if you follow my channel for quite some time, you know that I have a very high level of experience in this type of trades. And guys, in this Discord group, I explain a lot to my patrons, and I do a lot of technical analysis on demand on different assets. Here is the general sentiment of the market on April the 10th. Here is INTC, ISRG. Here is JDR, KLB, MSTR, and other ticker symbols. You can see that I do it pretty much 2 or 3 times a week. And all of my community members know how to benefit out of these market conditions. So, and let's begin today's video with this tweet from your favorite SGM, from Daniel Oxer. And let me remind you that he is the person who filed a lawsuit and who also pursue a non-litigational path to the resolution. And just recently, he explained some updates in the letter that was sent to me 12 days ago. As you can see, this is my Gmail account. And let me show you first of all this tweet. He wrote just yesterday, "Relax, what are a few more days at this point? Like my homie Gandalf once said, look to my coming at first light on the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east." Well, it's more south and east, but you know, magic. And guys, I have to admit that this type of so-called mysteries might lead us to some crucial updates. And let me remind you his letter that he wrote me 12 days ago. So I asked him about his achievements because the most recent update at that moment, at the very beginning of May, was made by Daniel somewhere at the very beginning of this year in January of 2025. And here, let me quote you this. He wrote this quite interesting information. The congressional inquiry is currently moving forward through Senator Andy Kim's office. Their Office of General Counsel is reviewing my documents, including the petition, open letter, ex-sum, and the two memos from Representatives Pete Sessions and Ralph Norman. I've been told I should receive a response and a proposed course of action within the week. And guys, as you can see, this letter was written about 12 days ago, and this information, I think, wasn't received by Daniel yet. And let me quote you further. Initially, I got pushback from staffers due to the pending litigation. But after some negotiation and clarification, the office is now reviewing everything again. If they give the go-ahead, Senator Kim will be officially engaged on behalf of the MMTLP affected community. If not, I will receive a signed memorandum stating I've exhausted all the remedies, something I can submit in court. That document will join the growing list of unresponsive offices and agencies. And guys, don't you think that, wait a second, don't you think that this tweet is some kind of tip that Senator Kim will join our saga and will help us to fight against the wrongdoers? I think it is this update, and I think Daniel very soon will say it publicly and will admit or will deny this assumption. So let's continue with other news. Anna Trades wrote this tweet basically just several hours ago. She wrote, "Breaking, everyone blames Citadel, but the real kingpin of dark pools is FINRA. They own and operate XADF, OOTC, also known as OTC Other, OTCBB, still active OTC UTP. FINRA is the player, the referee and the stadium. They hide trades, regulate themselves and answer to no one. After years of digging, organizing data and exposing what FINRA tried to hide, it's validating to see ChatGPT finally caught up and now agrees. FINRA is running the rig. And now the world is starting to notice. Please share and call Congress now. Demand an investigation. I have the evidence to shut FINRA down forever. They operate infinite liquidity pools, destroying companies, investors, CEOs and retail. Email the President, FBI, DOJ, Congress, not the SEC. The SEC is a part of it. They write the loopholes. They protect the crime. SEC.gov. For one case, TCP, Thrift Savings Plan and pensions are at risk. Retail plus CEOs must unite. And guys, Anna added these several screenshots and she asked ChatGPT about FINRA's actions. I have to admit that well, it is at least quite controversial to use ChatGPT answers as the evidence of certain actions, because ChatGPT is, well, it is not the problem solver. It is just a tool that, it reflects the most common opinion on certain questions, and you can definitely train ChatGPT to answer properly on certain questions. And guys, I don't want to tell that FINRA is crystal clear company and it doesn't have any issues in their actions. Definitely not. I know that no one is perfect on the stock market, and especially at this moment we can see a lot of let's say controversial actions from authorities. But it doesn't mean that we have to use ChatGPT's answers to prove our point of view. If we have some evidence, guys, if you have some evidence and you want to push this case forward, just file a lawsuit. And you know that Anna Trades was a plaintiff in the case that was filed basically just several months ago. She filed a lawsuit with the help of Mark Basil against TradeStation. And yes, at this point we've lost this case, she's lost this case, but I have to admit that the new wave of lawsuits are very strong, and I mean definitely 1209 cases. And guys, I have to say that without the lawsuits we cannot prove any theories, we cannot prove our point of view, we cannot do pretty much anything, but we can spread the information that might be crucial for these lawsuits all across the internet. But before we do it, guys, we have to think twice, and we have to double check all the facts that we have on the table right now. That is why, guys, be cautious with any of your statements, because sometimes it might not reflect the real issues, and it might be just, let's say, misleading, potentially misleading statements. Let me show you the tweet that was written by Jennifer Vetrano, and she wrote this just a couple of days ago. Junk Savvy insinuates this AM that plaintiffs in cases hold back information, and that is why cases are closed and asked to be reopened for reconsideration. How do you have inside information to federal courts, Junk Savvy? If you are going to manipulate, you may as well let your listeners to know who you are talking about. Everything you say is speculation, planting false ideas and acting as a mouthpiece for certain characters. And guys, I have to admit that well, I don't like these interactions inside our community, because I can clearly see that our community is divided by two huge pieces. Unfortunately, these actions will not lead us anywhere, and instead of focusing on our main goal, two parts of our community are trying to fight against each other. And guys, you know that I don't have any MMTLP shares, and I do it in order to help you, in order to achieve our main goal, to have a fair and transparent markets. That is why I show you in my videos both sides of the community, without any exceptions. But unfortunately, I also see that one side of the community is more aggressive, but the other side of the community might have more chances to win this battle. Probably it is the reason of the aggression of the first part of the community. And guys, I don't want to call any names. I don't want to tell you who is wrong in this case, who's right in this case. I just want to show you that we have to focus, we have to be extremely focused on our main goal, and that is why I'm here, and I want to help you to achieve these results. So let me show you another quite interesting update from Jennifer Vetrano. You know, and probably you don't want to admit that it is a fact that Greg McCabe and John Burda sold some of their shares. Let me show you that Jennifer Vetrano wrote this tweet in response to the video that was recorded by William Farrant, where he clearly stated that John Burda and Greg McCabe didn't sell any shares, and if someone will ask him again about this fact, he will not answer, and he will just skip all these questions because it is not a reality. But guys, this is the official statement. Let me show you right here. This is the official statement from NBH, and you can see that back in 2022, you can see that the date of the prospectus is November 18th of 2022. John Burda and Greg McCabe sold some of their shares, and I would say it is quite substantial number of shares. And guys, it is a fact. If you read the official statements, as you can see right here, you will find this information by yourself. And well, it is what it is. We know it for sure, and this information is known by anyone who filed the lawsuits in different courts. And if you are still denying this information, just do your due diligence and just read the statements, read the documents. By the way, about the due diligence, let me show you this tweet that was written by RareDD. He wrote it just yesterday, and he said, "Isn't it suspicious that TD Ameritrade, the firm with the largest volume of MMTLP trades, informed their clients that trading in MMTLP after December the 8th, 2022 would be limited to closing transactions only. Who was finger protecting? Link to the full video. And guys, I have to admit that RareDD explained a lot of so-called shady details in our case, and this is one of them. When some broker-dealers and TD Ameritrade is in this list, clearly stated that we or MMTLP community, MMTLP shareholders have a chance or had a chance to sell their shares 2 days after the U3 halt was implemented. And at that point we definitely didn't know that it should be some kind of U3 halt or any kind of suspicious actions. But it happened, guys, and this fact that some broker dealers clearly stated that it will not happen is just well, it is at least questionable, very questionable information. So let me show you another update from RareDD, and he wrote this. Shortly after FINRA U3 halted MMTLP, a Georgetown professor, James Angel, began posing as an MMTLP shareholder, speaking negatively about NextBridge and actual shareholders. When shareholders began to meet with congressional staffers, they soon learned that Angel was showing a slideshow with Georgetown letterhead, attempting to thwart any traction the MMTLP community made. This is perhaps the main reason why the community doesn't publicly state their upcoming meetings participants. The shady thing about Angel's activity, aside from the misinformation in his slideshow, is that he never disclosed his ties to the now defunct Modern Markets Initiative, a hedge fund lobbyist organization co-founded by Ira Rubinstein. Ira Rubinstein is the CEO of GTS Securities, a market maker and broker-dealer that can be linked to the earliest trades in MMTLP, market manipulation on every exchange he's done business on, and a member of FINRA's Market Surveillance Advisory Group. Will this be addressed in the SEC's investigation into MMTLP? And this is a huge question mark. And guys, let me show you this this tweet that was written in response to RareDD's tweet just 18 hours ago by Lillian's Papa. And Lillian's Papa wrote, MMTLP, have you listened to the interview Tucker Carlson did with Ed Martin yet? They spoke in length on the corruption at Georgetown University and its ties to the deepest of deep state in our government. Listen at the 34 to 38 minute in the interview. I have no idea how to clip. And guys, at this time I didn't see this interview, but definitely we know that these these entities and these people might be involved in the so-called shady actions, and potentially they might be wrongdoers. But at this point, we have to do a very thorough investigation, and we have to present these facts in any of our lawsuits, current or potentially upcoming lawsuits. And guys, I believe and I know for sure that we will see even more lawsuits within the foreseeable future, because let me show you this letter again. So Daniel Oxler also added this. Lastly, the big reveal. I will be filing a new complaint this week in Florida State Court. It's MMTLP adjacent but addresses a separate issue involving more than 20 individual parties. It ought to make a splash when that 120mm hit round is fired and lands on their positions. And guys, I have to admit that at this point I didn't find the case from Daniel Oxler in Florida State Court. Potentially I don't have enough knowledge how to do it properly. But if you can find it, please send me a link, and I will definitely do an update in this case. And it might be a very interesting case, because we don't know against whom this case will be filed or already filed, and definitely it will be a huge bombshell that Daniel will drop or already dropped in this case. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.